Early in the morning, the sun shines in the trees, leaves upon the branches start shaking in the breeze, and then I think of you. Well, just how exciting is a capo? Not very exciting, to be honest, but I'm not always just looking at things that are exciting. I'm also looking at things that are practical and that are going to save me a headache and save me problems as I play. And if you use a capo, there's a lot of different kinds out there, but I think one of the common problems with the capo is losing tuning as you actually put the thing on. And some capos, you know, this one here, this design has this kind of a screw there, so you can actually increase or decrease the tension, so you can change how much it's pressing on the fretboard, which gives you some adjustment and some flexibility. But let's be honest, that doesn't always work because, you know, if you think about it, the shape of the guitar neck isn't always the same from guitar to guitar. They're not always the same. Some are a bit more curved and arched than others. And then also the strings are different thicknesses as well. So the more universally the capo is pressing down on every single guitar neck and every single string, the more it's going to have a different impact on the neck and the string. Because when you fret a string, you're basically shortening the length of it. The harder you push down on it, you can hear a very slight increase in the pitch. If you push really hard on strings, there's a pitch lift. When you put that capo on there, it's pushing down on the strings. Because the thickness of the strings varies, the amount of pressure that's applied and that slight pitch lift varies also from string to string. And again, the arching or the curvature of the neck can also have an impact there. So even though you can adjust the spring on some of these capos, that's still having a universal effect across the entire capo, and some of the other capos and cheaper capos don't even have any real adjustment, so it's kind of a one size fits all. You know, that can be a bit of a problem if you have your guitar in tune. Okay, that sounds pretty good, and then you slap the capo on. Suddenly those bottom strings, they're getting pushed down a bit more. So it's just marginally, it sounds marginally sharper than it was before. So it just sounds a little bit out of tune. And the solution there obviously is that you retune the guitar when you apply the capo, but honestly that can be a little bit cumbersome. So this is why I'm looking for something kind of practical, a practical solution. You know, I have a song in Capo 4 on my album Not a Part of Anything, the title track, and it's that Capo 4 is probably the only time I'm using the capo in maybe that entire set when I play that song. Plus, sometimes it's a really epic, heavy song to end a set on, and you're rolling with great momentum towards that final song, and the idea of stopping everything, putting the capo, tuning again, right? So you can be in tune before you play, that just stops the momentum. So I guess for these reasons I was pretty excited when I saw this online, and the manufacturers advertise this as the best capo ever made. And at first I thought, well, you know, how exciting can that be? But what they've done here with what they call an adaptive capo design is it's not just a universal one-size-fits-all. There are multiple pieces within the arm of the capo, separate pieces, that can adjust differently across the guitar neck. So it actually kind of adjusts for the pressure of the strings and the shape of the guitar neck. So with that, it's supposed to eliminate buzz and other problems that you might have with capos, but chiefly it's supposed to eliminate any of that tuning weirdness that happens. What I will say though is, see where it has that little rubber padding in the corner there? What I've had to do is just make sure that I'm really getting that rubber padding flush against the angle of the neck. We're going to try an A/B test against D'Addario, which has one of these spring-loaded adjustable capos. So this is just a G chord. Brand new strings, so they're not exactly scientifically in tune, nor can I ever be scientifically in tune. But let's just slap the D'Addario onto the 4th fret. And yes, I can definitely hear the lower string seems a little bit out. Let's just hear what that sounds like uncapoed. Now let's try with the G7th Performance capo. You, but the difference is noticeable for me. It's almost beautiful in the difference. Now, again, apologies, I'm not a scientific tuner. This isn't going to be perfectly in tune. What I'm going for is as close as my suspect ear can get the tuning on the open strings. Does the same tuning consistently persist when I put the capo on, or does it go out and do any imperfections in my tuning get amplified when I slap the capo on? And with this G7th Performance guitar capo with the adaptive radius technology, it seems to retain the tuning, which is pretty cool. And that song is exactly one of the ones that I have to retune when I want to play. It's a song called Sunrise, I Think of You, which is on one of my earlier solo albums. And whenever I put the capo on to play it, I always feel like the bottom string is going to go sharp, and then some of the other strings in there are going to need some adjustment. But to be able to put this thing on, early in the morning, the sun shines in the trees, leaves upon the branches start shaking in the breeze, and then I think of you, and then I think of you. And just to be able to play immediately without having to adjust the tuning. You know, the marketing material says this is the best capo ever made, and I thought, well, you know what, that's quite a claim, but I'm feeling it. So yes, this thing's a bit more expensive, but I would highly recommend it. If you use capos at all, I would say try one of these out. If you have a totally different experience, or if you're a master at adjusting the spring on some of the other ones, or if I'm just too much of an idiot to operate a normal capo, you know, feel free to school me. It's the internet. Comments are open. But personally, for me, this is a great investment, and it's peace of mind for me to be able to go and play those capo songs. Not a part of anything, not a part of you. Fall apart like everything. Doesn't always will do. Baby blue, it's true. Baby blue, it's true. Yeah, definitely sounds a lot better. I can just tell from how many times I've played these songs live and how often I try to get that string right. It doesn't quite sound right, and then when I hop into this descending riff, I just feel like, ooh, those bottom strings are a little bit out. And then when I try to hit the solo and kind of use these notes here with the D and the G string, 5th fret on the D string, or well, the 9th fret on the D string with the capo on, and that kind of resonate with the G string. Anything that's out there is going to be amplified under the capo, but with this guy on here, I have total confidence that I can play completely in tune now, or as in tune as I'm able to get the guitar to start with. This isn't going to solve your own ear problems if you have them, but it's definitely going to, whatever tuning you apply, it's going to stay consistent. Let's just move up the neck a little bit and see how we get on. mean, that's just magic. That sounds like magic to me. This really is a powerful piece of equipment. So not the most exciting thing ever, you know, how to talk about a capo, but in terms of practicality and the headaches it's going to save you, wow, awesome. So it cost me about $49 and something on Amazon, so just under $50. I did notice when it was first advertised to me that I could go to the website, and if I signed up for their marketing email, I got a $10 discount. But with the $10 discount, it's still coming in at, I think, $55 to $59. So it was somewhere between $5 and $10 more expensive than I could get it on Amazon, even with the discount, directly from the manufacturer's website. So that's a little bit strange and unexpected, but I would recommend this. So this is not as cheap as other capos. You know, this is not going to cost you $25, $20 like some capos will. So $50 for a capo, that might seem like, really, do I really want to spend that much? But if you play in a lot of different keys and you want to be able to put the thing on quickly, not worry about tuning and give and go, then this is definitely worth the investment. So I'm pretty happy with it. Thanks for watching these videos. If you like what you see, please click the subscribe button and click the bell to get notified when I post new content. If you want to pick up one of these, I'm including the Amazon link in the description below. Thanks very much and have a good one. Start shaking in the breeze and then I think of you. And then I think of you.